All right, I call the meeting to order for the Historic District Commission. I get a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
A motion to adopt, I get a second.
Second.
Any opposed? Over minutes from the last meeting, or any corrections or anything?
I have a couple of minutes.
Okay, Lisa.
Brian McComb's name should be spelled correctly, so it's Leconpt.
Where?
It's all throughout page 3 and page 4. I think that might have been the end of it, but it should be Leconpt.
Okay.
And in the last full paragraph on page 4, it references Ms. Baker stated that Mr. Baker would be the one to pull the permits and that she was just following the directions that she was given. The she is Laura. So I think instead of she, it should say Laura was just following the directions that she was given.
Okay.
That's all that I have.
That's all?
Mhm.
Okay.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes as corrected.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
A second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, very good. All right, case 03-04-26-08. I believe that is Adam, you guys, everybody come on up, Lauren, Nate. And I guess for the record, tell us, give us your address and who you are, and then what you wish to do.
Adam Davis, 23 South Main.
Lauren
Maryland,
George, 23 South Main, and
I'm Nate Reiser, Burley Building Company. I'm here on behalf of my clients. I'm also a townie. I'm at 34 Burley Street.
We're, I guess, seeking to renovate our porch. There's been a lot of wood rot over the past.
You guys have probably seen it if you've driven by there.
We want to fix it.
quiet.
Um,
We did send pictures, obviously you guys saw them. So our front porch especially, but also our back landing and stair area have definitely deteriorated over the years. We've had a couple other projects that we have been kind of focusing on, and now we've got to refocus on the house. It's definitely at the point where it's problematic and a safety hazard, so we definitely want to keep it as close to original as we can. The columns are in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of rot, which we've shown on some of the pictures, but they're salvageable, is what our opinion is. So we'd like to keep those because they're original to the house. We want to keep them. As far as the rest of the porch, it's gone. So we really have to take it all out and redo all of it. We'd like to keep it replaced in kind with how it currently is. So there's not really going to be any stylistic changes or anything like that. Just keeping it as close to original as possible. The only real difference that we're asking for is actually something that was originally on the house, which we have a historic picture up there in the packet as well. They used to have railings, which we would like to bring back. So I don't think those railings, as shown in the picture, are to code. Obviously, what we would bring back in would be to code as far as height goes.
Right.
The only thing that we would like to see is, we had it in there, we want the decking to be wood. Keep the wood columns, but we would like to ask for vinyl as far as the railings go, just as far as a maintenance standpoint. We know vinyl railings have been approved in other houses in town. We also have the vinyl fencing, which was approved, and I think everyone was happy with how that turned out, I hope. So we're looking to keep it in the same color family as that, which is a little bit limiting. We did find a couple of options that we sent in the packet as far as what we would like the spindles to look like. It's my biggest thing, and I hope you guys can agree with me, is color matching. So I would like to see the one that I like specifically highlighted as the single version, this guy. But again, if all I can get is a square post, my biggest thing is seeing that almond tone color matched to the vinyl fencing that we did.
And that's our trim for the whole rest of the house.
Right.
As a color palette.
So we're just trying to keep it as consistent with what it has been in the past, but with some user-friendly materials as we move forward, just so we can, yes, Miss Carol.
September the 23rd,
Mm-hmm.
1985.
You know, the 23rd is my lucky number. So go on, Miss Carol, anything you have to say is good.
8 parents purchased this home to restore it,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 months later, a member of this Historic District Commission did all the paperwork to have it go on the Maryland Historic Trust. And I made that for you all to take home with you. And when I saw who owned it when that was done, I just had to have the tickle. Did you know that?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, it's actually a full circle moment for us.
Well, I know.
My
We're
dad
keeping it
was
in
the
the
last
family.
one to do a major renovation of this house. It was completed in roughly 1988.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've got who owned it. But the most interesting thing was, 2 interesting things. The house was built after it was destroyed in the 1904 fire and then built in 1905. And the concrete, the granite work.
That's all from the church.
That's from our church, and the man that built that house, his name was Ebb Holland, was a member of my church, and I guess maybe he paid for something, I don't know, but that's where that came from.
So, actually, if I can throw this back at you,
Mm-hmm.
love you so much, Miss Carol, but it was Mr. Davis who owned that lot, which was subdivided. Now that greenhouse and our blue, well, formerly blue, now known as purple-ish,
Right, in some ways.
but it was one lot, and it was owned by Mr. Davis
Prior to the fire.
prior to the fire.
Prior to the, right,
And
prior
after
to
the fire, he was an architect, and he subdivided, he built and lived in what is now the greenhouse, and then sold, but also built and designed what is our house.
We have some original
And that was
hand
E.
drawn.
Collins.
I know you found something in
Yeah.
an attic.
We have
or
some
something.
original hand
Uh-huh,
drawn
I
blueprints
did.
from that we found.
I'd like to be a little sneaky, I want to know all the things that happened in
But
that
it's
house.
just, it's interesting how.
It totally is, yeah.
I saw on your application, are you painting the whole house
That's the
or just the
goal.
porch?
We-
Oh, okay, I didn't
Yeah.
know. So, and it said the original color, but this is so yellow.
Yeah.
What is the color?
Oh, no, like,
Like-
so what is currently,
Oh,
our
you're doing the
current,
blue.
our current blue, we're trying to bring it back.
So we're
So.
trying to
you
color
can-
match a spot that's like up
Yeah.
underneath the overhang of the front porch roof.
That has
so
good
it
color.
Hasn't had some
I thought
damage
you
and
meant
stuff.
like
I am,
original.
I'm sorry,
No,
that
that's okay.
was not.
So we're sticking with the blue and the cream.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, the photo you just held up was just more evidence of the
Yeah,
fact that there used to
the
be
railings.
existing railings.
And what's really wild is there was a house there.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're right next to you.
Mhm. Well, I've got maps.
I think that's pretty
done
Kenwood
5
Court
minutes.
because it doesn't show the entrance to Buckingham. I think that at that time, the street came all the way through without Tripoli attached.
Wow.
So that's pre-Tripoli street.
Well, I think that we can't ask for more. They're doing the exact same thing. They're bringing
Just
it
bringing
back
it
to
back.
what it was, yes.
Yeah.
With one of the best historic builders that we know in town.
Aw,
So
thank you.
to me, it's a win-win.
I guess, now that I'm just looking at
Oh,
this,
the floor.
the only other thing that we did want to change is right now, our flooring on the front porch is painted.
It's
It's
like
like a
a-
tinted
It's like a
stain.
sky blue kind of.
We want to
color.
bring it to a wood stain,
We're
Yeah.
using darker,
Okay.
like it'll be like a mahogany floor, essentially. Very similar to the product we used when we renovated the Taylor House Museum floors.
I don't think it would have been like it is now back then. I'm the only one in this room, I think. old
You were
enough
there.
to remember. No, I wasn't there. But
Love you,
I
Miss
cannot
Carolyn.
think that that floor was
Sure.
that, I would rather see you do the.
I think the stain will be easier to maintain and manage as well,
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
painted floor.
Well, let's see what's gonna be.
How about the back deck or stairwell as well?
Those are sinking into the ground.
So-
I originally had a building permit to redo those a couple years ago, which has since expired. We were
That
like-
is plastic decking.
Yeah.
And we'll probably put it back together the way that it is, just for maintenance sake. I don't see any benefit of putting wood back there because it doesn't really have a cover over it.
Right.
Just the fact that you're doing wood on the front porch is a lot, I think.
It should really help it. I mean, it's the
It
only
feels-
way to really do those.
Mhm.
We've done a radius on them and a couple of the porches that we redid in town, the plastic, but
Yeah, the look is so much better. if
they
it's wood in it.
have other maintenance issues with them as well. The radius, it tends to scratch easily and, it's almost more difficult to repair if you have a problem because
Oh, yeah.
you gotta take the whole thing apart. Whereas wood, there's certain things we can do, including up to sanding it down. If it was having an issue, we could sand it, buff it, and replace portions of it in pieces, which we can't do with plastic.
It'd be beautiful.
So at some point, somebody cut the edge off of the porch because it was rotting, and they put a trim board around. And the way that these porches are designed is to shed water towards the outside. But when you cut the front edge of this off and you put a trim board all the way around it, essentially what it did was it stopped the water over top of the structural member. And now the water is seeping into the porch from, because it doesn't have the same outlet. It would have essentially come down this groove and evacuated out the edge of the porch. And so when that repair was done, it actually, it
Wow.
made the thing go rotten much faster from there.
That's probably that corner.
Here comes the rock. All right, we're gonna see some lattice work. Is that what?
Yeah, we like to put some like kind of the lattice skirting around the whole perimeter of the house that all is kind of the exposed, not like kind of crawl space underneath the house.
And that would also be poly, not wood.
And that was also more of a functional issue on our end to help keep our dogs from going underneath the house.
I have the
and
same thing in
Causing
my
mayhem
house, yeah.
underneath there.
It's always been like that since my dad did that addition back there. That's what essentially is their like reading nook area, the backside of the kitchen entrance. It's always been kind of open and it never had, but that wouldn't pass muster today in terms of keeping critters out, so.
I tried to contact one of the past owners to find out the exact color for you too. Also, he sent me back, he goes, "Are you kidding me? I can't remember what it was." So, good. And Lisa, do you have any questions?
No, I think everything is great. I admire what you're doing. I know it's not easy.
Appreciate you. We're trying. One property at a time.
So we've addressed, we've got the railings skirted, we talked about everything. Anything else? Do you want to bring anything else, anybody? Or entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Lumber's list. Oh, case number 03-04-26-08 as presented.
Okay, motion as presented, I have a second.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Get started on your ride.
Appreciate you
Thank you.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's the.
Oh, cool.
All right. Comments from the public.
Come up there in me or stay here?
You can come up.
Okay. Hi, everybody. As we know, I'm Tiffany, and we're trying to do breakfast at Tiffany's. There was some confusion about us being on the agenda tonight. We had met with the fire marshal as per our last meeting, who had suggested where that hood needed to go, the vent, the small vent coming out the transom glass on Jefferson Street. He said that it would be breaking a code where you all suggested with the back window because it's less than 10 feet where there are 3 gas meter entrances and the electric meters also. So there's 3 gas lines, 3 meters, and 3 electric meters. So that breaks a code, which Ryan and Shanita have the email from the fire marshal. He couldn't write it, all he did was send us the code and say it's not going to match the code. He came back out to the site a few weeks ago after we had met, and he said the only place that it was going to be able to work was out the transom glass on Jefferson Street. So that's why we're here, trying to figure that out so that we could further to get plans drawn up and move along with the project, because now we're into month 6, paying rent on a location we're unable to bring any income and or work through. Ms. Lara, you had mentioned the last time about the letters being above the door. They're above Alyssa's door, not the door that the actual, yeah, not the window.
No, but
That,
it will detract from it. And honestly, I didn't see this in the packet, and I'd like some time to consider. Do you have pictures of what it's going to look like? As you mentioned, they could do something small.
Yeah, do you have the dimensions of what this hood thing is gonna be?
yeah, again, we weren't prepared for today. So we had all of this information that was presented last time. We had a picture of the round vent. It's not going to be the same size as Rains and or the hotel, which clearly Rains comes out the transom glass also. The hotel comes out the side, which, you know, Ms. Laura, those are old windows there at one point that were bricked in. So we're not using something of large force because we aren't using fryers. So this is just going to be a small grill top and some ovens. But that's the only place that the fire marshal can approve that coming out the side of the building, and also the owners of the building, because there can't be holes put in the building for no reason.
I'd like to consider it because it's a.
Well, we can't make it, we can't really do much without being on the agenda.
It would
I mean,
be
we
good if
can't-
we had a picture too, of what it's,
Yeah.
a rendering of what it's gonna look like.
Okay.
And the actual picture of what, maybe they can, you know, maybe it'll be smaller because there's no.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be significantly smaller again. We're not using fryers. So, you know, we need to move forward. We have a lease signed for a restaurant. We have permission from the owners of the building to put this breakfast cafe there. We have money invested as it is, and we're paying rent on an empty location.
I understand.
So, yeah.
Well,
It's not too late for them to be on for the April meeting, is it? Is it too late?
We could probably
No,
do it by emails.
We do have a revision of the sign too, as requested for you too, which we can do that by email. They do have that at zoning. And then also just wanted to verbalize that when you do receive that email, how we had to move the sign, which is going to be the same size of the Dreamweaver sign. As requested, clearly the sign would be perfectly hung, not close by, but the Dreamweaver sign will come down and this other sign will go above that, so it won't be under the Mermaid Museum sign, clearly as requested. And we're not going to go forward with any permission to paint the building, because that's not something the owner of the building would like to have done, but we just need to move forward with the actual vent of the hood so that we can move forward with our architectural drawings, because we're now many, many months behind and sinking deeper and deeper.
Understand.
well, I guess what you would like to see, either you want to see what the thing
What it's gonna look like.
what it's going to look like there, the exact size
Yeah.
of some
Let's see what it's
sort.
gonna look like so we can make it.
Is that it? No.
That's a larger size, yeah, it wouldn't even come out as a cone, so it would be half the width of that and half the depth of that.
And you don't have a
It's
picture?
actually
You didn't
much
submit
smaller
that
than
with
that.
I don't know, I think there's,
This is the packet from last time you were here.
there could be a picture of the actual vent itself within that packet. There very well could be.
It's definitely not in this packet.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But you do have one? Tiffany?
Yes.
You want to have her, can she email this, the dimensions, so we would have a copy of this?
The hood guy's actually gonna come out tomorrow in the evening time to meet with us. So that was kind of our plan.
available meeting we would have with them, or else we would have?
Yeah, we've tried for 4 months, but you know, you don't have so many local people that do this specific job, and you have the people lined up, you're last at the totem pole, you know, so.
But,
Most of the
does he
sizes-
have a photo?
Yeah.
Can I speak as one of the contractors? that's gonna
Yeah,
do
go
the
ahead.
work? The square sizes are at maximum 24 inches. They can go up to 18 to 24 inches, and the round size is going to be about the same width in
Yeah, 18
dimensions.
inches.
So that's going to be, it's going to come out only 4 inches out beyond the brick, because it's going to be a low profile aspect.
Only 4.
Mhm.
Beyond the brick. Yeah.
So it's not gonna come out as.
It's not going to be protruding out
Yeah,
beyond
it's
the
not a large,
building.
it's not as large of a unit because
And it's not
the
going to be
same
nearly as
equipment,
large
but
as the
it's,
Atlantic Hotel
Yeah.
or Mike's.
It's updated equipment, so it will probably be, it'll come out, because there's what, a 9-inch insert, or is it a
Mhm. Yeah, so it only needs to come out low enough to get beyond the brick by code.
Well, what do you guys want?
picture.
A picture, we'll see it.
And could that be something that we send through email, or do you prefer that we?
And two of our members are not here tonight either.
Huh?
Email it to Kate right now.
Yeah, is that?
Can you email it to Kate really quick?
I can email you the options that they have right now.
Well, we can't vote on it because it wasn't on the agenda.
Right.
So,
That's what we said.
Yeah, yeah, understandable, just like if we could do it
But we
through
would like
email.
to see it.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
sure.
I'd like to
That
see
was-
Because
it.
then, if you are okay with that, then she
So I
can go
see
ahead and do her
it.
plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's email?
Kate, what's your email?
Okay,
Here.
it's public, I don't care.
So, I mean, yeah, we really, at this point, we really can't go any more, fortunately, to
Yeah.
approve or say anything,
Okay.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
Just wait.
to maybe further advance. I mean, either one of the commissioners here can meet you also at their,
Yeah,
you know, if you choose to, or we just can't go all at one time.
no, yeah, I understand.
We can go one at a time, or two of us at a time, you know, and take
Yeah.
a look at what you have to say. But I think you're gonna have to get in for the April meeting
Mhm.
for the final. Brian, am I right with that? They're gonna have to get for the April meeting, or?
I think they're on schedule for it, but you can get the pictures in with the dimensions and all the things that they want, we can get you on the April one.
Okay.
I'll
And-
send it to Ryan, sorry.
Good.
But I would still recommend call the commissioners, one of us, or whatever, we can, or meet you there. Show us, when you get pictures, and show us as well, so when you come back here, we're having a pretty good mind of what's going on.
Yeah, the quicker that you could get what it's gonna look like, so we could see that.
Yeah,
And it cannot go out the other side either,
no,
right?
It can't, because it's a fire hazard.
Okay.
it's breaking the code.
Okay.
We looked into it, because, you know, I'm trying to appease everybody, you
Yeah,
know.
no, I
Well,
I definitely am.
fire
You know how it
marshal
goes.
is one
Sometimes,
man
like,
in
not
the community,
everything's-
cannot argue.
Yeah.
Can work for everybody, you
Oh, I
know?
know.
It just can't, and that's like unfortunate, you know, we want to be able to make everybody happy, you know, above us, you know, but at the same time, it's not doable, you know, and I'm not gonna walk away from my dream, you know what I mean? It's a long lease, it's a lot of money invested, we already invested money in the location, you know, we're working inside the location, nothing that needs a permit right now, but, you know, it's our future, you know, we want to get off that boardwalk, you know, we want to be in Berlin, you know, we're a block away, we're going to, you know, we're at. So,
All right.
all right,
Meet-
sounds good.
Give me a call. I
Yeah.
can hook you up with the
Okay,
commissioners.
that would be
I
great.
live
yeah.
right down the
Yes, they-
street,
they
I'll be
were
glad if
happy.
you gotta let me know what time, but I
Yeah.
don't mind walking, walking on.
That would be great, I would be grateful. We just need to get to the next place. Then I can have y'all for breakfast. At Tiffany's.
Great.
All right, thank you guys, I appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.
Tiffany, thank you. All right, comments from staff, anything?
Because we did the little Main Street, so if he wouldn't have.
Ryan, you guys got anything? Commissioners, anything?
I'm sorry, one thing.
Did you-
Town Hall will begin renovations very, very early April. So the next meeting of, all meetings going forward as of April 1st will be held for this body at the Berlin Police Department. Okay.
Our next meeting's at the police station.
Yes.
Hope that's not a trick and they're gonna keep us there.
Use the side entrance.
I know those guys over there.
You have to give your fingerprints when you walk in, they know if you're wanted.
Any commissioners, anybody else have anything to say?
No.
No? I don't have anything to bring up either. I think Carol's okay for adjournment.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to adjourn. I was gonna say dismiss, but.
Carol, you good with the adjournment?
Yes, I'm sorry.
All right. See you guys at the police station.